Good evening once again, folks. Coming to you from South Miami-Dade County. Tonight we're doing a simple, short review. We've been asked a few times to do different types of reviews and what have you, and gosh, we never knew we were actually going to get fans. So thank you to all of you for your comments, your questions, your worries, concerns, and whatnot, and I hope you're all staying safe. As you can see by the screen behind me, we're doing a different review tonight on the Vizio Oled, the first generation of it. Now, I've read the specs and whatnot, very impressive for being their first generation. Obviously, they use an LG panel for their OLED. I mean, if you actually put the BX or the CX version of the LG OLED literally side by the Vizio, there's basically no difference. But I plan to basically tell you why it is different. The Vizio OLED, basically, my wife and I, we actually stood at Best Buy, and as you'll see in the video that follows this, you'll see that, quite frankly, it's beautiful, it's stunning. It's also very inexpensive for being an OLED. I'm to understand right now it's on sale for like $1,500, and that's the 65-inch, and the 55-inch is about $1,000. But this is interesting for being a 2021 OLED. It has 4 HDMI ports, 2 of them being HDMI's 2 and 3 are 2.1 ports. But yet they have a separate HDMI port for the EARC, which is a regular HDMI 2.0 port. Like I said, I did my homework on the TV, and I must say, naughty Vizio for doing that. You're not future-proofing a TV, because all sound bars are about to be 2.1 anyway with their Dolby Atmos and everything. So, oops. You used an LG panel, but you should have used all the specs of the CX model of the LG, which all their ports are 2.1. Interestingly enough, like I said, we actually stood in front of the TV. We actually heard their Dolby Atmos soundbar as well, the Vizio Elevate.
That sucks.
It really stinks. I love the turn of it, but that's for another video. Quite frankly, the Vizio OLED is a great buy if you're not thinking about the future, which, with all due respect, the future's pretty soon. The Vizio OLED has the deepest blacks, wonderful colors. It is advertised as their HDMI 2 and 3 ports, being capable of 4K 120 hertz. I'm assuming that will be updated at some point, because I have read and also seen with my own eyes that is basically 4K 60 hertz. So for all you PS5, Xbox S Series people that need the 2.1 ports, this is not the TV for you. With that said, honestly, it is a great OLED. We own an OLED as well from 2018, a Sony AEG, and quite frankly, we did notice where the Sony actually outperforms the 3-year newer Vizio. But with that said, it is a great starter OLED for anyone that is on that type of budget.
The colors are beautiful.
The colors are dramatically beautiful. They really, really are.
But
everything shines on that TV, but I did notice lag. Even on their store demo, it had a little bit of the soap opera effect, and that wasn't done on purpose. My wife fell in love with the TV. That's why we're doing the Vizio, but I did have to let her know this is Vizio's first generation. I'm assuming Vizio is getting a lot of feedback from the owners of this particular OLED. Quite frankly, I'm pretty sure they're going to correct it or update it down the road. But as for this company, their first OLED, they did pretty good. They just pretty much, in my opinion, forgot to future-proof it. So with that said,
Oh, wait, there's something I want to say.
okay, my wife wants to say something.
Well, as you'll see now when we play it, the OLED does have the beautiful colors, but I wish that we could actually, demo it like at home or something, because the demo does not have a actual person, like where we can actually see the details, the bumps in the face, the hairs, the 4K details that we see on every OLED TV. They only have like computerized images, so it obviously always looks great.
It was CGI colors and whatnot, and quite frankly, for there to be a soap opera effect on an OLED, I did find that a little disappointing. Maybe they just took it straight out of the box and forgot to, adjust it to their likings or to what they would assume would be the consumer's liking. But other than that, like I said, I read the specs. I am a little disappointed. Honestly, my father owns a Vizio. I think it's actually beautiful. We've owned Vizios, and
for him it's fine, but he doesn't play video games and stuff like that.
In this house, this TV gets all the action, and we have now purchased a few newer LGs, especially the CX, the GX, and whatnot. One, because they're future proofed. We're buying HDMI 2.1 cables, like if they're going out of style. And for those of you that have Dolby Atmos soundbars, you understand what I'm trying to say with the 2.1 ports.
We'll do a video on those when we open them, when we move. We're not taking them out of the box.
Yeah, I kind of went a little ahead of time and bought those for the time being. So with that said, God bless you all. Thank you very much for watching this video. Again, stay safe, be good to yourselves, but most importantly, test negative.
It has deeper everythings than the shitty OLED that we have. No, it does.
And the OLED we
But
have
this
was
is
more
also
expensive.
this is also 3 years newer.